Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is ParisCymone here. If today is your first time tuning into my video, I hope by the end of this tutorial you decide to stay. Matter of fact, go ahead and click that subscribe button right now and go ahead and subscribe to my channel so that you can be a part of the fam. If it is not your first time here, thank you so much for your continued support. As I always say, I love and appreciate all y'all so much because without y'all, there would be no purpose for me to be here. Period. Your girl got a fresh set, y'all. In today's video, I'm going to be showing y'all how to do face mapping, or the popular highlighting and contouring routine that y'all have been seeing, I'm sure, on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Celebrity makeup artists use this technique and it does aid in using less product. I'm not going to get too far into that, but I'll explain it later on in the video. So everything that I use is going to be affordable. As y'all already know, that's how I get down. Period. We are going to be using products that come from drugstores like Walmart, CVS, Walgreens. Is Rite Aid still around? I'm not sure. Whatever. You can find them at Kroger. You can find them at your local beauty supply store, Ulta as well, and even online. As y'all know, everything that I use is more on the mid to low end budget. I don't necessarily use a lot of like high end products, but that's just me personally. However, if you would like to see, why am I yelling? I always yell. If you would like to see the same routine done with higher end products, I can do that as well. Just let me know down in the comment section down below. And yeah, before I get to rambling, let's get started. I'm going to be using this moisturizer here. I want to say it's called Avene. Girl, I won this actually in a giveaway from YouTuber Teara Walker. And it sounds like some fancy stuff, so I've just been using it on my face since. Thermale Avene. Now that I moisturized my face, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera. Y'all know all I do is conceal underneath, and I'll be right back because y'all have seen this countless number of times, so we'll be back. We are back. Eyebrows are on. They've been on, but they're just neat now. I'm gonna first begin this routine with highlighting. So the purpose of highlighting is to bring forward features of the face where you want to draw the most attention to. The key areas to highlight are underneath the eye, the bridge of the nose and also the tip, the cupid's bow, underneath the chin, or underneath the lips, and also the forehead. So everything that is in the center of your face, as you can see, just by looking at my bare face now, light is hitting here, 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 and here. So that's a good way to determine where you're gonna highlight. Light is not bouncing off of my cheeks here, nor is it bouncing off the sides of my nose. So everywhere that you see light bouncing off of your face, whenever you look in the mirror and you're standing in front of a light or in front of the sun, anywhere that you see standing out, that is where you're going to place your highlighting shades. I would recommend doing a highlighting shade that's between 2 to 3 shades lighter than your skin tone. Honestly, I have seen people highlight with just 1 shade, but if you would like a more dramatic, then I will go 3. Sometimes I do tend to go for a more dramatic highlight, which you will see in a second. Also, you want to highlight underneath your brow bone, which is why you use a lighter shade to conceal eyebrows. You don't want to use a lighter shade on top of your brows because that's going to give you the halo brow effect. So what you want to do is use it underneath the eyebrows, which is going to give you a brow lift, essentially lifting up your face in this area. Sorry, my nose is itching. So you're going to lift up your brows with a lighter concealer. This is why we don't necessarily use our foundation shade on the bottom of our eyebrows. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. These are the concealers I'm going to be using to highlight. So I'm using LA Girl Pro Concealer in Fawn. I ran out of my e.l.f. concealer, so we're just gonna, go back to Old Faithful. Also, we're gonna be using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, and this is the satin finish in the shade Medium Sand. So this is where it comes in, where I told y'all that I'm gonna do the YouTube hands. This is what I told y'all where sometimes I do like to go about 3 shades lighter than my skin complexion. This is probably more than 3 shades because it is a very light color. We're going to begin by placing Fawn underneath the eye. And what I've began doing is not taking my concealer that far down, because we don't need to. If y'all check out my old video, I did like concealer all the way here. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side here. I don't like to take it too far because once you start to blend, everything will be moved. You wanna make an exclamation mark on your nose. Personally, I just choose not to highlight my forehead, but if you want to, you would apply product here in the brow area. You can do that, but personally, I just don't do that. That's just me. Next, I'm going to take a lighter shade, and I'm using the e.l.f. medium sand. I'm just going to place that in the corner of my eyes in order to accentuate that area even more so that it can be even brighter than the rest of the highlighted area. And that's it for there. Also, if you would like to begin this process by color correcting, you can do that as well. If you have dark marks like me, as you can see all over my face, my PCOS has been acting up. I have dark marks everywhere. If you would like to color correct and you have brown spots, please use an orange, or I've even seen people use red concealer, but orange is preferable because orange cancels out the brown. If you have pink or a red scarring on your face, then you're going to use a green concealer because that green is going to cancel out the pink and the reds. If you have yellow, you're going to use purple because the yellow is canceled by purple. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, y'all. But I'm just gonna go ahead and use this flat top kabuki brush. I got this from Amazon. I can link this set down below. I got a set of like 8 brushes or 9 brushes for like $15, so I'll link it down below. But I've been using this set for years, so I'm just go ahead and blend this highlight out. So in order to keep the product as pigmented as possible, you don't want to drag your product. You want to simply tap it in place until it's blended out. And I know we're gonna look crazy for a second. I understand, but just bear with me, okay? Just be patient. Also, you want to make sure that you find a concealer that is your correct undertone. I have more warmer undertones, you may have more cool. So because a yellow undertoned product may work for me does not necessarily mean that it'll work for you. You may need something that is more olive, or something that's more blue undertoned, or you know, pink, or something of that nature. So always be aware of your undertone. There are plenty of ways to figure that out. Plenty of videos here on YouTube. I'm just gonna bring some of that. This is why sometimes I don't like necessarily put in eyeshadow on first, because you're able to blend that onto the eyelid. Don't worry about this. It's kind of far down, but we're gonna get all that together, trust me. This looks like monkey face or something. I really look like, I don't know if it's the highlighting routine or if it's just the way my face is, but whenever I do this, I really give like gorilla vibes. Do I look like a gorilla, y'all? Let me know down below. You can be honest, it's not gonna hurt my feelings. You can be very much so honest, okay? If you think that I look like a gorilla, comment some monkey emojis down below. Just gonna switch to a smaller brush. Blend that nose highlight out. We are definitely taking it back to the basics, y'all. And I like to tell people who ask me about makeup advice, your makeup, you can literally have one eyeshadow on your face and some mascara, but what's gonna make your face stand out is your face routine. If you don't have the proper foundation, highlight, contour routine, then everything else is not going to matter how your eyeshadow looks. You can have a fire glitter cut crease, but if your base isn't right, it's just not right. And think of it like you're building a house, right? So the house can be the most beautiful home on the block, but if the foundation of the home isn't that great, you know what I mean? You see where I'm going. We here. While it is okay to practice more than one thing at a time, I do suggest mastering your face routine first. And that's finding the proper products, being aware of your skin type, am I oily, combination, dry, finding out what products work best for you, like all that is included. I believe this is blended out for the most part as much as we're going to get it. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to go ahead and switch over to contouring. Contouring is the process of creating shadows and definition in the face. Also, what I did learn in school is that the ideal face shape is oval. So whenever we highlight and contour, what we're doing is trying to get our face to mimic that of an oval shaped face. Nowadays, again, that is ideal. Everyone does not have an oval face. However, just like myself, I have more of a diamond shaped face, narrow forehead, wide cheeks, and narrow hair at the chin. What you want to do is figure out your face shape, because everyone's face shape is different and you have to contour tailored to your face shape. So because I might highlight here because I have high cheekbones, doesn't mean that you have to highlight here. You might need to, contour. You might need to contour more so here and bring it up into like a C, depending on your face shape. However, the standard, contouring area is easy to find whenever you suck in your cheeks, and thus seeing your jawline, your contour line, where this is where you would fill it in. So what we're doing again is ideally you're trying to mimic an oval face. Again, however, that is, back in the day, whatever, when people made the whole makeup concept thing, that's what it was. Some celebrities who have oval faces are like Beyonce and who else, girl? We'll get back to that. But I'll maybe insert some pictures or names or something of celebrities who have an oval face. We have square, diamond, triangle shaped faces, all kind of faces. Contour tailored to your face shape. However, being that this is my video, my tutorial, I don't have a model here or anything. What I'm gonna do is show you how I contour tailored to my face. So we're going to be using a concealer that is a lot darker than our skin complexion. I really wish, I say this every time I look at this, I wish I was this complexion. Like, I feel like back in the day when I was younger, I was closer to this. I don't know. This is going to be the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Truffle. And we're just going to use this to go ahead and contour those areas. So when contouring, you want to make sure you use a shade that has a cooler undertone, because shadows usually have a cool gray, dark undertone. So you want to try to mimic that. If you go outside and look at your shadow on the ground, your shadow isn't going to be red, right? Right. You really don't need much. This is honestly probably too much. Girl, we're going to make it work though. I promise you. But hell, it'll blend. No worries. And just to bring some definition back into our nose. My nose contouring like low-key sucks, y'all, so. But again, I don't contour my nose for structure. I contour my nose for, I'm not changing the structure of my nose. I don't want it to appear like I have a slimmer nose. I just want to add the definition that was lost when I was highlighting back into my nose. So in order to blend out my contour, I like to use this e.l.f. small stippling brush. I got this from Walmart or something so long ago for like $1 or $2. I'm just gonna use that to blend out that contour shade, and yeah. It's pretty much self-explanatory, so just watch, okay? I'm really getting monkey vibes right now. But trust me, it's all gonna work out. If it didn't, trust me, we wouldn't be watching this video right now. I promise you. And we're just gonna go ahead and bring that nose contour up to our brow, just to have everything connected. I do like the whole look of, you know, like a little cartoon nose at the tip. I do like that. I'm gonna take this kabuki brush here. It's not like dirty, but you know, it's not like clean either. But it doesn't have any foundation, highlight, or contouring on it. I just use it to buffer out the edges in between products. So this is like my brush that I would, say if I were doing an eyeshadow look, this is the brush I would use to blend my transition and crease color together. That's an easy way to refer to it. Contour is here and here to stay, okay, baby? I'm gonna use a clean brush to go over the contouring shades on our nose. While we want it to be there, we do not want a harsh contour. Like, you don't want to look like, yeah, you don't want to be looking like that. So we've made it to the next part, step 3 of this routine, or if you're counting moisturizing, then it'll be 4. But anyway, so we've reached the next step, and that is adding your foundation. Everywhere that has no product and in between the highlighting and contour areas, I'm gonna apply my foundation shade. Now, when it comes to picking your foundation shade, personally, I prefer to match my foundation to my neck, because usually whenever I wear tops, sometimes, for the most part, my chest is covered. Jesus Christ. Okay, it's not COVID, I promise. But usually for the most part, I'll match it to my neck, just personal preference, because I do like to have a balance between my face, neck, and chest. Add in the highlighting shade. If the foundation shade is too light, it can cause me to look too light. So I don't like that. I like to keep as much melanin as possible, okay? So I mixed up my 2 shades here. This is the Juvia's Play I Am Magic foundations. I use the shade Angola and Tanzania mixed. More of Angola because it is a tad darker. And also with this routine as well, it helps to minimize the amount of foundation that you use, which is good. So we're just going to apply that everywhere we did not highlight or contour, and in between those areas. I'm also going to bring it down to my neck because, as I stated earlier in this video, I have dark marks on my neck due to PCOS. My girl Teara, Shayla Nell, she just posted a video about how to cover dark spots, and she opened up about like having issues with her dark marks due to depo shot. I will link her video down below. Y'all should go ahead and check that out. We're just taking that same brush that we used earlier, no extra product on it. We're just blending out those spaces. We want to minimize that chin. Make sure that's not giving us crimson chin. You can still see the highlight, you can still see the contour, but everything is just blended now. So to go ahead and set those highlighted areas in my face, I'm going to be using the Crayon Case Chalk Dust Setting Powder. This is in the shade Y. This product here has more of a neutral undertone, and I like to use that to set underneath my eyes so that it's not like too yellow and too bright. So I'm going to be using my Real Techniques, same brush I've used before, if I can find the name, RT402 brush. The next step in this process is going to be bronzing. So I actually just recently got into bronzing about a month ago, to be honest, and I've been on it like ever since. My favorite and probably my only bronzer that I have right now is the Morphe Glamour Bronze, and this is in the shade Supreme. Bronzing, what it does, bronzers usually have a red undertone, which brings warmth to the face, and it also assists with creating like a blend for your contour and highlight to merge into one. This is just going to warm up the face and add some like sun-kissed glow, and just, you know, like, yeah, just going to add some color to the face. So I'm just going to be using this regular brush. I'm just going to apply that in the areas where we also contoured. As you can see the difference, this is no bronzer. And I'm going to go in with my foundation shade just to blend that out. Not shade, but the brush that I use for my foundation, just to blend that out so that it is looking like, you know, sun just came and like kissed us and just You know what I'm saying? That is bronzing for you, baby. Sorry I don't have too much of an explanation with that. But bronzing is pretty much, you know, like I said, just adding warmth into the face. You can even apply this at the tip of your nose. As far as contouring goes, majority of the time I use like an angled brush like this to do my contour. However, a few days ago, I did my contour with this fan brush here. Y'all, like when I tell you it came out so much better. So I think what I'm gonna do is use it again. This did also come from an Amazon brush set, or was it eBay? It was so long ago, I don't know. But if I find it, I will link it down in the description bar as well. Of course, I'm going to be using the Juvia's Place Sahara 2. No, I'm sorry. This is the Warrior 2 palette. And I'm going to be, why can't I talk? I'm going to be using these two shades here. And this is, of course, Kufuru here in the middle, and Walzana. Just a dab of Walzana because y'all, like, when I say it's dark, like it's dark. We're just gonna go into the hollows of our face where all we're doing is setting those powders. What we're doing is setting those concealers, those wet products, making them dry because we don't want them to move. We don't want them to move throughout the day. So anywhere you use a liquid, a cream, you always want to make sure you set it with some type of powder, whether it be translucent or an actual setting powder or a pressed powder. You always want to make sure you set it. So I'm just going to go ahead and contour these cheeks, child. As you can see, like the difference in my face shape already just from creating that one hollow in my cheek. This side here has the contour, this side does not. You can see a little more structure already forming in the face. Always a freaking ambulance. If you want to, you can make the what I call and what everyone calls fishy face, and that helps you to see where you should contour at and fill in the lines pretty much. I need to add some color onto my eyelid. As you can see here, I did do some reverse contouring, and that's just to clean up the contour area. So that is optional. That is not something that I do all the time, but because I just wanted to clean up my contour a little bit, I did it today. To set my entire face and make sure that everything is blended together, I'm going to be using my Black Radiance pressed powder. This is in the shade Ebony. What I also like to do is to add a little more color onto the cheek area. So on top of bronzing and contouring, I do like to add a blush. And you guessed it, I'm going to be back in my Juvia's Place Warrior 2. And I'm going to be going into the color Zama and just a little bit of Jamada. A little bit. I'm just going to smile a little bit. See that? These are my two favorites. Y'all see me use these often on my channel. I do love Morphe setting sprays. This is the regular mist, and I would like to say this one leaves like a more natural skin-like finish. This is the mattifying mist here, which leaves your face matte. For today, I think I'm gonna go with the regular. So the purpose of a setting spray is to lock in your makeup. The setting spray is going to allow your makeup to last throughout the night, and it's also going to get rid of that powdery effect. It allows the powder to seep into the skin. Finish with my base for the most part. What I'm going to go I'm finished with my face for the most part. So what I want to do now is do my lashes, lipstick, you know, add some touch-ups. I like to do my moles that I have in my face. I like to darken those, so I'm going to do that. And then we will be right back with the finished look. Okay, so here is the finished look. As you can see, I went with a matte lip. I'm wearing my lashes from Black Label Beauty in the style Lap of Luxury. I will be re-releasing soon, so y'all stay on top of the videos for the announcement for that. Ew! Ew, son, look at this. Ew! And I'm just smiling down. Let's see, you good? Okay, we good. Let's try this again. Okay, again, y'all, this is the finished look here. Stay tuned for when I re-release my lashes. This is in the Style Lap of Luxury. If you do want to purchase right now, and if you just can't wait, which, you know, girl, I love that for you, then go ahead and inbox me, shoot me a message on Instagram, on either the business website, the business Instagram, or my personal one, and I will get back to you with a different method of payment so that we can get those lashes shipped out to you. So again, I hope y'all were able to learn something from this video. Please comment down below with any questions that you may have. If you made it to the end of this video, comment some black hearts. Let me know you made it this far. Let me know you're loyal. I want to make sure that I'm here being productive, teaching y'all something, because that's what I'm here for. Again, if y'all have any more questions or video suggestions, go ahead and comment that down below as well. Make sure you do not leave without hitting that subscribe button. Turn on that notification bell so that you can see whenever I post a new video. And until next time, I will see y'all in my next video.